Saying LFCTV with your boy saying, and look at that, it's just me. This is a legendary one. Firstly, it's just me. Thought I'd do a live review. Shout out Ravi inside. I know you're at work. My guy, hey, Ravi, I just made you a mod actually still. So do you get me? Like, pattern up for me, man. You're one of my old type, my old school ones, man. Shout out everyone that's in here. Shout out everyone that will join. But yeah, this is the Brentford, the Liverpool versus Brentford review. Just gonna be a quick one, just talking about our thoughts really in the game. Smash the like button if you're in here, or if you just come in here. Also, subscribe, please hit the subscribe button, man. We're climbing. I'm trying to hit 600, and then we'll hit next targets. You know, then we're there. We're getting there. Had a really good live last night. It was an impromptu one. Ravi was in there. Do you know what I mean? Shout out everyone that was in there last night on the late night vibe, and it was decent, man. So go check that out, please. So let's get into this game real quick. Right. So lineup. Well, firstly, before we even get into the lineup, going into the game, it's been peak, innit? It's been peak. Shout out Ravi says we hit Brentford with 3 man like Morgan. Don't know. Big up the Liverpool gang. You already know what it is. Come on, shout out my guy Ravi, and shout out Kopish as well. Come on. So yeah, like we are not in good form. I'm not even gonna lie. Like bag of draws. We haven't won in the last 4 games in all competitions. So it's peak. And I know that there's certain men that still have aspirations on the league. Crazy. I wish I had your hopes. I think that City are done in it. I hear that we were 8 points in front of them, and they caught us when they won. But I also got to say that our consistency levels wasn't quite like theirs. I know we obviously went on a mad 18-1, but they always looked like they were going to get there. And I didn't think that. I felt like we weren't as solid as they were. And definitely now in this season, bruv, don't tell me that we're looking solid, bruv. Don't tell me that you can see us going on some 16-17 run, do you know what I mean? Game winning streak, which if you can, that's cool. But you also can't tell me that you can't see Man City doing that. Do you know what I mean? They look a lot more solidified than we are. Why am I looking so dark? Yeah. So it's a bit bad. We do need to win. I do think that the Premier League is done, but at the same time, we still need to be there or thereabouts in it. We need to be there just in case there is some slip ups. I know that Man City's still got to go to, or they got some games coming up. They got Tottenham and all of that. But and I think have they played Arsenal twice? I think they have. They've got a couple games in it that might be tricky. Do you know what I mean? Let's at the end of the day, I think it was Crystal Palace that beat them in it. So let's not act like it's only top 6 teams that are going to beat them, whatever the case may be. But I wasn't really too confident about this game, and I wasn't just being like one of them fans. Like I just wasn't too confident. Our creativity right now has been shocking. Our midfield shocking. What we're doing on the wings without Mane and Salah, with all the solutions that we should have had from Klopp, shocking. So yeah, it's a bit peak, isn't it? Brentford too haven't been on the best form. Obviously, they got slapped 4-1 by Southampton in the last game. So going into the game, but deep down, I'm thinking we should have enough for them in it. Lineup: Ali, Trent, Matip, Verge, Robertson. Backline that I think everyone would have probably picked. Then you've got Fabinho. He went with Henderson and went with Jones. I wasn't too upset with that. Again, check the stream that I did last night. I think I pretty much predicted that. That's what I picked in it. Either Henderson or Milner, but I'm pretty sure I picked Henderson in it. And then he's gone with. I thought Minamino would have a little squeeze regardless of the miss that he had, but he didn't. And he went Bobby through the middle, Jota on the left, and Ox on the right. I don't like Ox on the right. I'm going to start that off by saying I don't like Ox on the wing in it. But I didn't think he had a bad game. I thought the game, if I'm honest with you, as you can see in the title, I said great performance. Great performance, great result, Meedy performance. And generally, that's what I thought of the game. I thought that we had control of the game, which we generally do for most games in which we have. It's what we do with that control, what we do with that possession. Do you know what I mean? And it wasn't anything that I thought we were. I didn't see the threat from us. Do you know them ones there? Like we're playing that first half was dead. Like first half was dead, and I was just like, listen, like I don't know what's going on. Shout out Don Hassam. I was in his watch along whilst I was watching the game. Jumped in on his thing at half time. Nah, it just wasn't. Henderson wasn't great. I thought he was a lot better than he was in the Arsenal game, to be very honest with you. But it's just little things like Curtis Jones was just dwelling on the ball a little bit. Like, let me know in the comments what you think in it. But I just thought I actually thought he had quite a good game. I thought he was probably, in terms of other than Fabinho, because he's holding mid. But in terms of our progressing eights, I thought he was the better one out of Henderson, obviously. But still, I just felt like it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Bobby was non-existent. Um, Shout out my guy Blue Rider. He was in that stream yesterday. Good game, boys. 3-0, something to build on moving forward. Much agreed. Like, to be fair, it's just the performance, Blue Rider, that I'm trying to like that I'm talking about. Like, I didn't feel like we bossed the game. Do you know what I mean? Like we did in terms of I didn't really feel like they did have one or two chances, and I do feel like obviously, like I said, we controlled the game, but Ox didn't have many opportunities. Jota didn't have many opportunities. Bobby, but we still won the game 3-0. Mad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of mad. First goal comes from Robertson, who I thought had pretty decent game. You know what you're gonna get from Robertson, innit? Robertson come through, and he actually looked up, picked the pass, like we know Robbo can do. It was like, yo, got you. And it was nice delivered ball, Ox on the end of it, nice goal. Do you know what I mean? And by that time I was like, yo, cool. I think before then we'd had one or two chances. We'd had the Jota chance, and I can't really remember. Any other chances before the goal, to be very honest with you. But I was happy about that. Cool, half time, come back, and then again, it was just wave of just if I said in the game, if we took out crossing from our final third like progression, it would be dead, like absolutely dead. Like it was just I don't understand like what's going on. However, it's a good goal, good second goal. In terms of like, no, firstly before the goal, can I actually add? I think Fabinho had a really good game. Like this is the Fabinho in which we've been seeing in it. Fabinho like smashing it. Do you know what I mean? He obviously comes with the goal, and I think man's got 3 goals in like 3 games or something like that. He's doing bits, you know. Like I'm not even gonna lie, Fabinho's on this. Like, man, like Flacco and that. No, he was smashing it, man. Like was cleaning up and was given the other two time to do what they were doing. I just didn't think that Hendo was really doing with the ball at least. I'm like, bro, you should be progressing that ball a little bit better. So listen, good goal from Fab. And then we take the third goal, which is obviously Bobby, like very unselfish, nice little play with Minamino. And we come out of that. Blue Rider says 27 shots, 13 on target, 3 goals. Can't say we're clinical, but we were dominant. Yeah, no, you're right, and it's a lot better. 13 on target is actually quite a good return for some of the games in which we've had like in the past. Like, well, we have not been very clinical, and yet look at the goals and look at the amount of goals in which we scored. Salah's, a lot of them obviously have been Salah's, in it, but like we were dominant. It's just the manner in which the creativity is coming from. That's what my thing is, in it. Like I'm like, we're not very fluid. Like we're not. Sometimes we just look a bit static. You see what I'm saying? But cool. We'll get into the other points. Obviously, like really sad that Ox obviously rolled his ankle. I think that's a sheg because he didn't have a bad game, to be very honest with you. stuck on the right wing. He should be an 8. He should have been. Do you know what I mean? He should be an 8 progressing the ball. So I feel for him, but it didn't look good when man came off. It looked a bit peak, like so. Like you could tell he tried to take the step, looked at a man and was like, "Nah, this ain't gonna happen in it." So hopefully, you know what I mean, he recovers. Minamino come on, got the goal, looked all right. Other than that, I don't really think there's much else to say in terms of the game, in terms of the points, like within the game. We'll go to the player ratings. Allison thought he had a good game. Didn't really have much to do. I didn't think. If I'm honest with you, can't really remember many chances that he had to save. So I'll give him. I mean, I'll give him a 7.5 just off of lack of what he had to do in it. Trent, I didn't think he had a great game. If I'm honest with you, I felt like he stuck to his defensive work quite well, but I don't think like I don't really remember a lot of balls or a lot of yeah, I mean, a lot of our creativity coming through him as it has done. But he was all right. He was decent. I'll give him a 7. Matip, I thought could have been man of the match for us, bro. Like Matip was an absolute like the guy is just he's a G. The way he just slides through the midfield and just like a gazelle, like he's on skates. It's a mad thing, bro. Like if he had a shot on him, it just gets a bit techie in the last bit. He'll normally try and lay off the ball or something. You know, then ones that if he could just lace it, like, bro, man would be you'd see him start to actually like command defenders when he's making them runs and then allowing free another man because he's good at it and he does it enough. He does it quite a lot. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Shout out Matip, my G. I'll give him a 9 still. Verge, give Verge a 8. Give Verge a 8. I don't think it was as good as Matip, to be fair. But I don't think he did much wrong, to be honest with you. And Robbo, he obviously got the assist. Sometimes Robbo can be a bit one-dimensional, but he's good at what he does. Do you see what I'm saying? And obviously, when Mane is there, that link up on the left is the next thing. So it is without Mane. Sometimes it does look like Robbo is a bit one-dimensional. I'm not even going to lie. But defensive work, he kept up to what he was doing. I give Robbo a 7. I'll give him a 7.5 in it. I think he was slightly better than Trent, so I'll give him a 7.5. Fab, I think, could also be another contender for man of the match. Bad boy. Like I said, he just cleaned up everything, and I liked what he was done. Obviously, got the goal as well. Yeah, no. Fab was on smoke. Yeah, I'll give Fab a 9 still. Hendo, I don't think Hendo was great in this. Like I said, I give Hendo a 6.5. Think he could have done better. I think he was probably our weakest. There was a time when I was like, yeah, Hendo needs to come off still because there wasn't anyone else who really I could see that needed to come off. Give him a 6.5. CJ Curtis Jones, I'll give him a 7. I don't think he was as good as I've seen some people say he was, but I don't think he was as bad either. And I think he was better than Henderson still. Definitely want to see him start in the Arsenal game because he's techie and it's something different. It's this Milderson midfield is peak. There's no creativity. Don't want to see Milner and Henderson start that midfield. So yeah, and I'll give him a 7 still. Jota, I don't know, like with me, Jota's a bit predictable, if I'm honest with you. Like he's become a bit predictable. If he's got the ball, he's gonna bang. Like I said, like him sitting down Ramsdale was probably the last times I could see when he was doing, do you know what I mean? Or obviously the Robbo goal when he tucked it behind him and slapped it. But generally speaking, sometimes it's just my bro. Do you know what I mean? Take the next touch or do something. Don't just slash at it. Thought he should have scored as well when he was 1-on-1 with the keeper. Not gonna lie, should have tucked that. I'll give him a 7. I'll give Bobby a 6.5 because I don't think he was that great. I know you got the assist from Minamino, but he just looks like he's tired, and I think like he's lost a little bit of pace in his legs still. But it was good awareness. It was good sleight of feet in the box, and do you know what I mean, to pick up Minamino and that. And then on the right, Ox. I give Ox a 7. I give Ox a 7. He got the goal obviously as well. I don't think he was amazing, but I don't think he was bad. And he got the goal. And he was a bit of a threat. I don't know why Kay Gordon didn't come on earlier. To be very honest with you, Kay Gordon should have come on earlier in my book. Or maybe even start. Just play him on the right. Play players where they should be in it. Enough of this like round pegs and square holes and all of this. Like, what can I say? We still won 3-0 in it. I just want to just come on a real tip in it. Like, do you know the ones there? They want to be, yeah. I don't think it was the best performance, but like we Ryder said, it was dominant. We were very dominant. Do you know what I mean? And that's all you can ask from these man. So yeah, we move in it. Klopp, give him a rating. Give him a 7 or 7.5. I'm gonna give him a 7.5 still. I thought it was all right, and he did what he could do. But I do think the subs, he could have changed it up. The score line obviously flatters us a little bit. It wasn't as easy work as the scoreline would suggest. But yeah, listen, we move. Hopefully we slap up this Arsenal, man. And then yeah, man, I'm gonna come with some content. I'm trying to put some stuff together. You're gonna see. I've got a stream actually tomorrow. Shout out Torch on outside Anfield. Gonna do that. Got things patterning up. So you get me. Safe for rocking with, man. And yeah, let's move in it. We'll go to the next thing. Love.